Hi guys, VTech here, Blueberry Hill. So this is May 16th. The mudding begins. So the guys showed up fairly early, and they started doing all the taping. They're going to spend 5 days doing this, so it was kind of interesting to watch them. They basically put the tape on everything, and then you see the guy here on stilts and stuff, and he's just mudding, and they do multiple layers to hide everything, and then they do very wide spreads of this stuff. There'll be a third person to help them out the last 2 days of the mudding, and they'll get it all done. But yeah, these are just quick glimpses of how they're running around the house. It was hard to videotape this because they weren't in one spot very long. So you see, this is Leo. He's putting up the metal corner beads, stapling them to the wall, and then another guy comes by and starts mudding it up. But they were all taking turns muddying everything, so we're just trying to keep up with them. Now it's May 17th and they're back. They're just continuing. Here they're doing the detail on the back. You can see the roof of the container. We're not going to do anything with that. We're just going to paint it. So this guy's doing a very nice job making the detail. They did the cutouts for the drywall. In the prior videos you probably saw that. And he's now applying tape and mud in the areas to hide all the little crevices and stuff. Did a very good job. And here's more mudding. So the mudding, and it just continues mudding. Jeez, quite a bit of stuff. I decided to tape him mixing the buckets of drywall mud. He basically throws it in a bucket, I think maybe 2 boxes, adds water, makes a certain consistency, and then he just spins the heck out of it. It's pretty fun to watch. So as you watch these guys mud more, just to recap, we used 422 panels of drywall, mostly half-inch. I think they're 80 5/8, and the rest were half-inch. I did go make 2 runs by more, and they used every bit of it except for, I think, 2 were left over. We're changing topics a little bit. Since they had part of the scaffold sitting there, I made use of it and started cleaning off the overspray of the spray foam. I still hadn't gotten to that, so here I am doing it. Just a spatula and just scrape it off. Works pretty good. And just basically did that on that side of the wall and and underneath the stairway as well. So. Wasn't hard, just got to do it because it would mess up we're going to get this textured, so wanted to make this nice and smooth. You'll see little clips of different areas that they're to keep mudding, and this kind of went on for 3-4 days. So once they did the main tape area and all the corner beads, they just ran around and started mudding everything up to make it smooth and getting ready for the drywall, the texture guys. And the texture happened on the 21st, so this is right now, this is the 18th, and they just continued to work but everything. The garage was last, and quite a bit of space, a lot of mudding. We went through 55 packages of +3. I think we returned 4 actually, 4 or 5. So 50 boxes, and then I believe 10 or 15 boxes of light drywall mud, and they used that for the tape. So here's Leo doing the garage some more, and relayering. They put a layer on, of course, let it dry, then they come back and make sure it's flat. If not, they add more. So they were continuing to do that throughout the house, layer on layer, and just kind of moved around. So here, this is the 18th. On the 19th and 20th, they end up with 3 guys, and one was just kind of running around doing extra mudding. And you'll probably see glimpses of him around the place. This video is going to only go up till Thursday. Friday and the texturing are going to be in the next chapter, the drywall. This is chapter 4. So anyway, enjoy, and it's kind of fun watching these guys. They're very fast, very meticulous, and did an awesome job.
Hey guys, VTech here, Blueberry Hill. So May 18th. So drywall's coming along. I think it's the third day the mudders and the corner worker guys are playing. It looks fantastic. Let me do a quick walkthrough. They're still here. It's 6:30 on a Wednesday. The place is looking amazing, I must say. I'm really impressed. They're fun. I can use Google Translate to speak Spanish to them, so that's fantastic. Everything's getting done. I did a cardboard, seal everything up for the texture. Looking legit. There's Leo. Hi, Leo. So they're still working. And they're finishing up the final, I guess, mudding layer. Hola. They're working hard. They're working hard. Place is looking great. So they're smoothing out the last little bits of stuff. They still got some more work to do here and there. But they think they have one more day of mudding, something like that. But it's pretty much, they're doing 2 layers everywhere to make everything nice and smooth. Hi, Whiskey. What you doing, Whiskey? You like the house, huh? Yeah, me too. But it's looking great. This is real time. But it's pretty much they're walking around doing whatever mudding they have to do to get everything nice and smooth. I spent probably a couple hours doing taping up all the lights and the ceilings and stuff, and getting it ready for texture. The texture's going to happen in probably 2 days. I'm trying to talk them into doing something a little different. I want them to texture the actual container walls in the living room. I'll show you that in a minute. Oop, I'm not trying to die over here. But the texture's looking, I mean, the drywall's looking fantastic in my book. Right, Whiskey? Go that way, go that way. Go, go, go. What are you doing? Go, check it out. Go. Find it, go. You're not finding it? Okay, you can find it in there. Get it. It's in there. Get it. That's right. Okay, put more holes in plastic. That's good. But anyway, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of taping for the windows that are open. We have to do more taping. Obviously, we have the windows open right now for getting some air. The windows that don't open, there's plastic on the window already. We didn't take that off, so we just put an extra tape, sealing that up, and going from there. It's kind of funny because 2-3 weeks ago we were putting plastic on the windows when we were doing the spray foam, and like we were trying to figure out why we did that, because there's plastic on the windows. But anyway, it all works out. But it's looking great. So we got everything ready for texture. And let me show you what I want them to spray. So if we're gonna do spray on all the, what we call a feature wall, like right here, I would rather have them spray the texture on it, knock it down, just like every other wall, and then we paint it, it'll be very consistent. So I know the texture stuff actually sticks to everything, but somebody mentioned to us that it doesn't. So we're trying to see if we can get this wall sprayed with texture, knock it down, and then we actually paint it. Leo's working hard. He's playing with the dog. These guys work hard, man. I tell you, 10 hours, 11 hours a day. Kudos to them. Yeah. Be nice, Whiskey. Yeah. It's all good. He eats it. Yep. Let me walk upstairs. So I'll tell you what, it's super messy. It's driving me crazy, but all the stuff comes out pretty okay, so I'm not worried. But this room's been pretty much done for a couple days. Although, you know, he keeps coming in here and mudding stuff up. I put the receiver filters in there. I blocked off all the vents-ish, so when I spray, they're not gonna have a problem. We are gonna have to do something about these things. We're just gonna actually put wood on these. Maybe actually, we might just paint them. But no guardrail, blue black guardrail right here, black guardrail around the stairway. So we don't know what we're gonna do with like trim package or this kind of stuff. But in my books, almost nothing, because it's part of the character of the container house. This wall, I cleaned it yesterday. You saw the video of that. I'd love them to just texture that up, and then we'll just spray paint on it, and we'll be good to go. But anyway, oh my God, this is what we're here for. The view and just the quietness. Fantastic. Alright, that's about it for this walkthrough. This video is going to be, not too long, I don't think, but we'll see how it goes. We've got some cleaning to do, as you can see, but anyway, that's about it for now. We'll talk at you later. Guys just left, so it's about 7:30, I think. 7-ish, 7 something. These guys are fun to talk to. I'm using Google Translate to talk Spanish to them, and it's working okay. I did talk to them about the just spraying the texture on the metal, and they think it'll stick. We did a little look-see session on just regular the mud, and it's sticking pretty darn good. So I don't think it'll be a problem. I think it'll work, and then that'll save us actually not just save us, but I think it'll look really, really cool. Nobody's done this, I don't think. Putting texture on, you know, all these walls. Let me flip the camera around. So this wall, we have a couple of tiny little feature walls coming into the house. So you come in, this is our entryway, and you see the container wall. The texture will hide a little bit of the imperfections in the metal, but at the same time, it'll give the same feel for the rest of the walls. So I think we're gonna probably try it. If you look at the, you know, they have a little spillage, if you want to call it that, where, you know, this stuff does not come off anything. It's like you have to scrape it off, especially like right here. You can't get this stuff off unless you work really hard. I don't see a problem with that. We are going to keep all the signage on there, so you might actually see the signage behind the texture and behind the paint, and we're okay with that. So yeah, just gonna keep it and go with it. I hope it works. Anyway, this place is looking awesome. I love it. Angela loves it. We're cool. Oh, dog's running off somewhere. I'm cutting that short, but Whiskey took off in the driveway after something. And when he sees something that's like moving, he'll go after it and try to kill it. So anyway, he didn't. He's back. Don't drink that water. He's drinking from the from this stuff. Anyway, let's see if he has any plug up issues. Anyway, that might not make the video, but later. What are you doing? Izzy, what you doing? All right, couple of dog seconds. We got that's the last of the mud joint compound. We're probably gonna use all of this. They're using, I mean, there's quite a bit of stuff. We're actually talking to a place called Drywall. They do tongue and groove ceiling and wall planking, and the pricing is actually extremely good. But in today's environment, guess what is not good? Shipping. I almost fell over. It's $1,000 to ship the stuff to us, and I almost feel like I want to just drive up there and go get it, because for $1,000, that's ridiculous. They're probably going to go ahead with it. It's nuts. The product itself is $3,600, and the shipping is $1,000. So nice. That's a lot of money. And the guy running the place basically said that right now shipping is going crazy. If you've been watching the news, you know, all the inflationary junk that's going on and fuel prices, etc., etc. He's saying that typically they charge $1,000 extra for the longer planks on top of the 900. So it's roughly a $1,900 to an $1,800 ship for a $3,600 product. That is insane. If you follow anything, that's probably not sustainable. We want the product, so guess what we're gonna do? We're probably gonna bite the bullet and pay the shipping fee, but it's still it's a finished knotted pine. It's they call it candlelight color. It's very golden. It's very nice, and it's just tongue and groove. We'll be able to knock it up there, just nail it up there without any problems, and we'll make it look kind of like I don't say farmhouse, but it'll be along those lines. So, and that's all going up there. That'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll work really well. I'm actually looking forward to doing that because that would be my thing with a nail gun, and off I go. Anyway, that's about it for today. We'll probably end this video as it is. Tomorrow they're gonna finish the mudding, so I'll probably end the video with them tomorrow, and then we're gonna do another short video of them texturing, because I think that'll be fairly interesting to kind of watch. So cool. Later. So it got real because I realized I had to clean all this stuff up as well. There's a little bit of splatter from the concrete and of course spray foam. Since we're getting the texture done in a day or two, I had to make sure that the walls were ready for it and scraping off any junk. And then I actually I did a little bit of rust proofing as well. I don't think I show that. I might. I can't remember if I videotaped that or not, but I used the Corroseal to splatter on any areas that were not, you know, a little bit of rust coming through or whatever. There weren't that many, but did it anyway. And then you'll see later in the next video that I'll primer up the metal walls and get ready for the texture. After talking to the guy doing the texture, Meladon, he recommended that I prime it. So I had primer left over from the skirting, which is actually for drywall as well. So I went ahead and squirted it, and you'll see that in the next video. But anyway, here's a third guy doing more mudding, and they just run around. They're fast. You set up the camera in one spot, and they're gone. So I had to kind of constantly go in and out and move things around. So you'll never see like one shot only in the video. But anyway, it was kind of fun. So here you're going to see me cleaning the ceiling and the hallway there, and then the third guy doing the more mudding on the fireplace and that wall. And then that's the end of day 19. I'm going to do some regular video in a second here, just to kind of summarize the day, and then get ready for the 20th. So May 19th, here we go. The guy just left. It's around a little after 7. So they work hard. They get here about 8:30. Today they got here about 8:30 and worked all the way through to 7. They had 3 guys today, so that was fantastic. They're almost complete. Right, Whiskey? Uh-huh. What do you say? You want to check it out? Let's go check it out. Okay. Good boy. Okay, so here we're doing a real quick walkthrough. I mean, you've seen this a couple times before. Every time I show it, it's getting better and better and better. We're just smoothing out the walls, making it look legit, and doing all the little teeny bits like up here. So fantastic little detail. We still have a few things to go, like that right there. But aside from that, they're killing it. Everything is looking really smooth. They're just going back and forth over stuff, making it look really nice. And we should be ready to roll. I think they said probably one more day. Sorry, I had the little dog interruption there, but anyway, so back to the walkthrough. So they're planning probably one more day of doing the mudding, get all the last little bits done. I had no idea it was this intense. You know, when I was thinking of drywall, like you put, you know, 1 or 2 layers on and you're good to go. But these guys are killing it. They're making it look really nice. You see the details on the container ceiling, for example. We're painting that. Actually, we might get them to do the texture on the ceiling. And they just finished doing that up there, way up there. It looks really good. Just have to clean it up a little bit, and then if they actually spray texture on it, we'll paint it. It'll look, I think it'll look really cool. But as you can see, everything's getting like super smooth. It's feeling fantastic. Temp-wise, we've been hitting 95 degrees out here, and it feels really nice inside. We've got some cleaning to do, as you can tell. No big deal. I mean, that's part of the game, right? Every construction deal. Angie and I did a fire this afternoon, trying to burn drywall. It does burn. It's over there. You can barely see it through the haze right there in the window. But anyway, we put it on the fire. It actually turns to dust, and we'll probably spread it all over the grassy areas and stuff. I think it's supposed to be pretty good for the soil. But as you can see, everything's getting really nice and tight, crisp. All the lines looking great. It's super smooth. They got a few odds and ends to do, but for the most part, everything's kind of done. So a little redundancy here on the walkthroughs. I'm not sure you guys can tell the difference, but every time I walk through, the walls look better. Everything looks smoother, and it's feeling really, really good. So they spent a lot of time just remudding everything. They had a guy doing the corners especially today, so he went through and mudded the corners with that 90-degree deal, and that's one of the main things he did, aside from just mudding everything. So this is the apartment area. Izzy's following me around. Hi, Izzy. What do you say? You're high, huh? I know. So they didn't mud too many of the receptacles. They keep a few in a few places, but like that one in the corner, that's got a little bit of extra stuff in it. Oh, there you can see the fire. So we try to get rid of some brush that we had over there. We're now down to, I don't know, maybe five more logs and trees, and that's about it. We're basically piling trees, drywall, and getting rid of the boxes, etc. And it's working. That's gonna burn till probably tomorrow morning. It's all good. We're kind of waiting for a little bit of rain. Hopefully it will show up this weekend, and then we'll feel a lot better about doing burn and stuff. But things looking good. We got this is again a feature wall. This is gonna stay this color. We're gonna clear coat it. We've got some cleaning to do up there, but that's, you know, part of the game. Still, the drywall is nice and tight. It looks fantastic to me. There's no way I would have been able to do that kind of a job, I doubt. I mean, I can do a lot of things, but these guys are a different level. They've been doing it for decades. I had to chat with a few of them. In Spanish and English, whatever. Using Google Translate. It helps. But everything's looking really nice. I'm very impressed. The guys are fun. The cool thing is they enjoy their jobs, so that's actually, you know, part of the course, right? If you don't like your work, you're not gonna do very well at it. These guys are good. They're obviously talented and know what they're doing. So anyway, that's about it for me for today. We'll try to shoot more video tomorrow when they finish. I am actually running at Coda this weekend, or working at Coda, so I don't know if they're going to finish on Saturday. If they do, I won't be here to film it, but in any case, Angie should be here, so she'll be able to take care of them, and everything will be good. I'll just try to see if she can do the camera work. Just basically just set the camera down and walk away. But anyway, that's about it. We'll talk at you later. So that's about it for the 19th. They did a great job. A little bit to go. We'll see how it all gets done. I'm looking forward to the texture stuff. That's going to be very interesting. Oh, I didn't show you the feature walls. You might have seen it in time lapse when I was cleaning them, but what I did is I used some of that Seal to peel off some more like rusty bits. You know, there were a couple spots where I welded and I never cleaned it up until now. So these walls are kind of ready for, I'm thinking the texture spray, the knockdown, and it'll actually clean up, not clean up, but it'll hide some of the dents and dings in the metal. But you know what? The dings and dents don't bother me, and once we paint everything, it should be pretty cool. So we're just going with it. The knockdown texture, it's kind of like drywall. Everything sticks. The drywall sticks to everything. So it should stick to that, no problem. And then we'll come back later and do those beam areas with some metal work and some wood. We did order some pine, tongue and groove pine from Drywall up in Michigan. The stuff was actually fairly, I mean, it's not inexpensive, but it's not super expensive, and it's finished. So it comes stained and pre-finished with a clear. You basically just have to install it. So that's on its way. We ordered it today. It's supposed to be here within a week to 7 to 10 days is what they were telling us. So that'll be pretty good timing. I talked to Derek, camera guy. He's on point for possibly starting install next Friday. I hope that pushes to the following week, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, things are falling into place, so it's going to be pretty cool next couple weeks. And we'll videotape it all. So there you go. Anyway, appreciate you watching. We'll talk at you later. Ciao.